Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
LSD Production.
7 Mile Radio.
Oh my god.
Y'all asses ain't shit, boy, I swear.
Oh, this stuff all messed
What's
up.
up, what's up, what's up, y'all? Tune in, get in here, get in here, get in here. I am your girl, Shay B, and this is my host with the most.
It's Monique, your girl. I'm back this week. Hopefully we can get it together, get everybody in here.
And we missing Nell today.
Yeah, Nell had to work, that old heifer.
Boo, Nell.
She better be at work too. She better be at work. Nell,
She better be at work and not working it.
Right.
Yeah.
we need some proof
Period.
that you at work, or it's gonna be on site.
So how your day been?
My day was good today. I know I talk about my job all the time, how much I love my job. I really do. I don't mind punching the white man's clock because this particular job
Turn your phone down, somebody.
is a great, great, great job. I love it.
Oh, shit.
And I just got some really good news throughout the week. So just, I love it.
Good news is always good.
Yeah, today was a good day. I mean, it's Tuesday. I make a joke at work that Tuesday is my first official day of work, even though I was there yesterday. But other than that, I'm good. How about you, Shay B? How's your day?
Hurtful.
Why?
My body been hurting. I don't know what's going on.
That's because you old. She giving me the middle finger.
I don't know. I've been ever
I wish
since
I
I
could have caught that exchange before we got on the air.
I don't know. Since I've been off from work, my first day Monday, no, I think lifting all that stuff just got me my whole body hurting.
What stuff was you lifting?
Pizzas.
Oh, I thought you were talking about putting up the Christmas decorations.
I mean, well, probably didn't need to work out. That's all. Your body's just adjusting to
No,
that.
I'm
You know
too
what I mean?
old for that shit.
Oh man,
too
that's
many.
growing pains. That's what you're feeling. You're growing. That's your muscles growing. You woke up your arms and your legs and your, muscles you ain't even know you had.
And that shit hurt.
I
Seriously.
thought you were talking about the Christmas decorations. Like, dang, it wasn't even that heavy like that.
Really?
I mean, it's a couple black Santas. They don't weigh that much. They're like 3 pounds.
Well, nobody even talking about that. I was talking about literally work.
Oh, okay.
How
So
about
talking
you, Mark?
Oh man, just grinding. I'm getting ready for my Africa trip. That's what I'm getting ready for. I'm going to get my passport tomorrow and shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to go to Africa, take 7 Mile Radio to the motherland. That's what I'm trying to do.
Sick of y'all already. See, you on the bullshit. Cause listen, y'all, let me tell you what he did.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I come
Now
here
she
in a
blaming
good
on me. I
mood,
didn't do nothing.
and then these two gonna try to
Now I
double
understand
team
your
me
life. I understand
because
your life
Nell's
now.
not here. They just gonna double team me, both of them. I mean, dang, my feelings was hurt. Oh, Mark, I thought we was better than that,
Look at
but
this
it's all right.
every
Hey,
week,
Farrah.
every week.
So I want to say something real quick before we get into our topic. This is something I'm very, very, very proud of, y'all. If you know me from back in the day, Farrah, you are one of those people. You have seen me with the T-Boz haircuts.
Uh-oh.
You have seen me with the pineapple ponytail. You have seen me with the braids, the quick weaves, the sew-ins, all of the above. If they had it out, I did it. I had the creamy crack for many, many years until I decided to put it in a ponytail and cut the ponytail off. Got rid of the creamy crack, went natural for maybe 10 is 15, for about 14 years now. And then one day I decided, you know what, now it is time to transition to my lock journey. FYI, yesterday made 2 years, y'all. I am so excited. It is the best thing I've ever done. The wake up and go is amazing. My hair is the healthiest that it has ever been. And I just want to tell everybody, because I am bragging on it on a regular, that I hit my 2-year mark yesterday. So anyway, shout out Erin. Thank you, girl. All right. That was all I had to say about the hair.
All right, so let's get into it. Today's topic today is, when is divorce an option? So let's get into it. When for you, Keely, is divorce an option?
There's a lot of situations that would make divorce an option, and I'm gonna take one. And let me say this: I'm gonna take one and say that this is not, and that would be cheating in a marriage. It is not. I know that a lot of people, when they get in a marriage, the one thing they say is like, "Oh, if he cheat or if she cheats, I'm out. I'm done. We're getting a divorce." That shit never happens. It never happens like that. You forgive.
Never?
Okay, I can't say never, but the majority of the relationships that I'm aware of, statistics, it
Cheating
just
is never the deal breaker.
cheating is never the deal breaker. It's like we swear on a stack of Bibles that that's it. That's like that's it right there. And then it does not happen. You stay in the relationship. You try to make it work. You try to forgive. Now, I will say that cheating sometimes leads to other things that ends up in divorce. Yes. And for me, cheating, it started with cheating. For me, my divorce, I was divorced. I am divorced from, obviously from my last marriage. And it did start with cheating. But the cheating wasn't the reason for the divorce. It just started there. That led to lack of
Denise.
trust. Lack of trust. Mm-hmm. Hey girl. Hey, Pat. Okay, so it
Hey,
it
T-Boz.
led to lack of trust, which led to falling out of love with that person, which led to no sex, which then led to divorce. So it definitely started with the cheating. It just wasn't the reason why. So for me, I would
Wait a
say
minute. Give me that sequence again. You said it started with the cheating.
it started with cheating. Mm-hmm. That turned into lack of trust. It also turned into the lack of trust. It also turned into falling out of love with that person.
Okay.
And it turned into no sex. You fall out of love. You don't trust them. You then no sex. You for me, that's just my thing. I no longer was sexually attracted to that person. I was no longer, just all of the above. And then that eventually turned into divorce.
Well, so I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's a contradiction, but it almost sounds like that because at the core of it, it was still cheating. That's like saying that if I get in the car and I go and I turn up the street and I go down the road and I run a red light and I get into an accident and I die, that the cause of me dying was not me getting into the car.
Well, my point was it started with cheating, but I still stayed after, and not like a month or 6 months.
But that was the next failure, the next breach in the relationship came from the cheating.
Correct, right.
And then the one after that, it was a domino effect, basically.
It was a domino effect. My point was that I didn't leave. A lot of people say that when you cheat, that's it. I'm done. I'm out. Yeah, but it was. It doesn't happen like that a lot of times. There's things that follow behind it that eventually leads to divorce. The cheating, yes, was the core part of it, but some people get through that. Yeah, some people get through it.
So let's talk about the cheating. So once someone cheated in a relationship or a marriage, well, it's divorce, so it's marriage. Once somebody cheated in a divorce, so you're willing to stay in it, and what happens with that? Do you think that once your significant other cheated on you, and then you forgive that, but do you really forgive that? Can you move forward from that?
I think that you don't forgive or
don't forget.
Sometimes you do forgive. And there's different forms of forgiveness, but for me it was more like just as time went on, it just gets easier to deal with type of thing. I personally never forgave, but I didn't realize that I didn't forgive until I was already at that point to walk away.
Well, I must say, for me, that's a big thing for me. Cheating is a big thing for me, and in a marriage, I will probably have to leave from cheating because I feel like once you got to that step, now if you're just in a relationship, then by all means do whatever you want to. Mm-hmm. It's not so hard for a person to accept that when you just in a relationship. But when you marry, you didn't pretty much when I got married, now all the shit I used to do, I've been done that. This is my second marriage. Been there, done that. So now I'm in this. I learned from my prior marriage, didn't bring that into my new marriage, and I move forward with everything that I learned then. So if I cheat or the other person cheat on me, yes, I'm calling it quits. Yes, we're in divorce court because it's like, listen, you should have got all your hoeing out then, especially if you've been married twice.
Well, people don't always cheat for hoeing though, because they a hoe.
What would be the reason?
What?
So one reason could be the fact that you're no longer in love with that person. That doesn't make you a hoe. And there's different forms of cheating, but we're talking about sex, right?
That's a marriage, though.
But we're talking about
if
sex.
If you're not in love with that person, wouldn't that be a reason to get divorced?
It would be a
Right.
reason. There would be a reason, but there's other ways to try to fall back in love with the person if that's something that you want to try to work on. But I want to comment on the hoeing part.
Hey,
I
Lisa.
don't think that if you cheat on somebody that you're necessarily a hoe. There's reasons why people don't leave that person. They may they might start seeing someone else, or they might fall in love with somebody else, or their ass got drunk and fucked somebody else. It doesn't necessarily
Then that mean
make
you
them
can't
a
control
hoe.
your actions
That's
of
true.
things.
That's true.
Do
but
that make it
doesn't
right?
them, no, I never said it made it right. I just said not all people that sleep with somebody else when they're married is a hoe.
Well, I feel like once you marry and you go outside of that marriage and sleep with somebody, you a hoe.
I don't think
Period.
you're a hoe.
Period. I don't care if it's because I got drunk one night and I
was
just
using it as a
looked
scenario.
I'm
That
just
doesn't
saying,
make
but
me
a
a
lot of
hoe.
people do that once they get to drinking. You got different types of drunks out here. You
think-
got drunks that get when they look at somebody, everybody is sexual to them. You got crybaby drunks. You got drunks that like
You
to
got
fight.
happy drunks.
You got happy drunks.
Yeah.
You got all types of. You got sleepy drunks.
I'm just saying that
But
when-
I'm saying like in that instance, like cheating for me, I just could not. I could not.
I agree,
Like,
but you've been through that, and so me going forward, I could not now deal with that either because I've been there, done that. So for me, cheating now would be a deal breaker and would be a reason for divorce. And there's nothing that you can tell me. And I think at a certain age, that age also plays a role in it. If you got married at 23 and then your husband or your wife is cheating on you at 23, well, I think they're immature and they wasn't ready for marriage. But in your 40s, nah, dude, you like put your whole self out there and you out here fucking somebody else, that type of cheating, then no. So I think that age does play a role in somebody cheating in their marriage. Cheating. Yeah, for sure.
okay, so we gonna pull out something else you said. So we over the cheating part. So we realize that if you cheat, you out of here. Period. Divorce. And then you made another point. You said,
Right,
so if you stay in a marriage once the person cheated,
Hey, Lisa.
how you say you forgive them for the cheating and you try and move past it.
Hey, Connor.
What's some of the parts you can move past it? How do you do that after,
So again, I can only speak for me. It's like, okay, so you cheat now, right? And I'm pissed. I'm done. I'm out. And then I realize, for me, with children, it's like, dang. Initially, it's like, what did I do? How did I contribute to this? Initially, then it's like,
Hey, Connor.
I want to go. I'm done. I want to leave. And then it's like, well, I got the kids, and I have this family look, and I don't want to break that up. So you're still mad. You still got an attitude. You still shut the sex down completely. But as time goes on and we both agree, like, okay, we're going to try to make it work. We're going to go to counseling. It gets easier to deal with the fact and accept the fact that you were cheated on. And in my case, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to cheat too.
Let me ask you this, Monique. So you made the statement that, and I notice a lot of people say this, and that part doesn't sit well with me either. So a lot of people say, oh, I'm staying in it because of the kids. Mm-hmm. Does that justify? So
Absolutely
meaning because you got kids with this person, so you just gonna deal with everything this person? Because once
not everything.
But this is what they
but
say.
Not everything. Though. But I was saying in terms of the cheating, it was so sometimes people feel like this person cheated because I didn't do this or I wasn't doing that. It doesn't justify it in real life, but for you in that moment, you feel like you played a part in that. Does it make it right? No. Is it crazy? Hell yeah. But until you're in that situation, you never know. Because again, I was one of those people. If I get hit, if I got to fight, if I get cheated on, I'm out. And it's totally different once you get married. You have a lot of way more variables to consider than when you're just dating someone and they cheat on you.
Lisa said, "How if you cheat? How do I supposed to trust you again?" Yeah,
You
that's
don't.
what we
It
were
takes
saying.
time. You never
Yeah,
trust them. You
listen,
never trust them again.
You always antennas always gonna go
You
up, and you always
never.
gonna be like, where you going? It's always going. If you have to do that in a marriage, like you do, that's the shit you do in relationships. Relationships, you be petty and little stuff. Like, where you going?
Even
Who's
not
calling
saying
you?
that.
But in
Even
a
not
marriage,
saying
it's
it, you're
like,
thinking it. Even if you don't say it, you still are thinking.
and you always gonna have, like I said, them antennas gonna always be up,
Yeah.
and you gonna always be like, I don't trust that motherfucker.
Exactly,
Period.
Denise. You're right. It
You
is
know?
harder. It is. So
I
besides
kinda-
cheating, though, besides cheating, what about somebody who is on drugs, sprung out after you guys are together, or a gambler, someone who continuously gambles, spending your money, spending you guys as a collectively, spending all the money? Is that grounds for divorce? You think?
Definitely, because we can't live.
Do you get them help?
Because you
first?
have a
Livelihood.
gambling problem. I mean, I can try to get you help, but if you so deep in it like that, where we're about to lose the house,
I was about to say, 'cause
where
I played a lottery
you
all the
affecting
you
our
time.
affecting my livelihood. So
Right,
now
but
at
you
this
don't try
point,
to
I
work
can't-
on it. You don't try to fix the situation.
I just said, yeah.
oh, I missed
so,
that part because I don't listen.
Yeah, right, exactly. Because I just said that I'll try to help the person first, but
How
if
long,
they so
though?
in debt with it, like it's like people with that type of issue, it's hard to.
How
steer
long
them.
do you help that person try to know to get
With
them?
me-
help
I'm
with
not
gambling?
sure. It
Okay.
depends on how I feel, like at that moment.
I'm already helping you because you are putting us in a position where it's affecting our livelihood right now. If I go out of
Lisa,
my
you
way,
crazy.
I go out of my way to help your ass, and now me helping you turns into me now hindering myself in some type of a way. That's when I stop.
Hold on, Matt. We gonna talk about that.
Yeah, Matt, I saw that. We're gonna
What
talk
about women
about
not
that.
cooking or cleaning, just plain old lazy?
Matt, are you helping contribute? Maybe she tired. Maybe she has been cooking and cleaning, and now she needs your help. Are you gonna jump in and do some of the cooking and cleaning, or you just expect her to do it all? And I don't know you. I'm just asking.
How I feel about shit like that is this: like with me being someone who works and got a house before you even came around. I would be doing the cooking and cleaning at my house, right? So I don't believe in gender roles in that sense to where this is your job in the house. And like, if I'm gonna clean up after myself,
But not all
when
men think like
and I
that.
understand, I'm
Yeah.
just telling you me, yeah.
That's like my growing up in the 70s, right? My mother and father.
Matt, you need a
my
new
father
wife, boo.
was the one who worked and everything, and my mom stayed back and she cooked, made sure the house was clean when he came home from work. Dinner was clean. I mean, done, and clothes was clean and things of that nature.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And
if
there's
that's what
nothing
fits your
wrong with
household.
that. But now in 2023, listen, I'm not gonna be the only one washing clothes. I'm not gonna be the only one washing dishes. I'm not gonna be the only one making up the bed.
I've
I'm not gonna
experienced-
be the only person doing all that.
I've
It's a
experienced not
50-50
even
for
one woman
everything
wash my
with.
clothes.
Do you divorce them because they not cooking and cleaning?
Well, first of all, if I felt like that person was like that, I'd have never got married to him.
But at
period.
this
Yeah.
point, you are, and some people change after marriage. So what do you do?
But
at
I'm
that
not
point?
gonna wait until they change. If when I first meet you and you got all this stuff going on and everything like that, I'm gonna push away from that.
Well,
I'm not gonna.
what she's saying is people wear masks. People put on the front.
Yeah,
you know
we've
what I'm
talked
saying?
about
And
that
it's like,
before.
they change after the fact.
And
Yeah.
they do. That's
And
why
not
you
even
go to people's house
intentionally.
for a very long time and figure out stuff because do pop-ups. Be like, hey, babe, I was just riding past. I was going such
50,
and such place,
50,
and I'm gonna
Lisa.
just stop. You get what I'm
Girl,
saying?
I need like 75.
and we gon' stop at
25.
their
And
house.
that's just the
'cause-
point of at the core of it is really getting to know a person for
Before-
real.
Yes,
before you
Lisa,
marry.
50-50
Yeah,
on
that's-
everything.
Yeah, yeah.
But like me and my wife, it's 50-50 on everything. It doesn't matter who.
Not really, y'all. Not really. Stop fucking here.
She
Not
said,
really.
not for
Listen.
real. No,
Not for real.
No.
I call it 50-50 because I don't care. In my mind, I don't care who makes the most. That to me means nothing. I feel like if we got a joint account, that's 50-50 right there for you to even stoop down or get a joint account with somebody, period.
Yeah.
Because every money you get goes into that account.
And
So,
yeah, and
it doesn't
one
matter who
person
make the-
spends the most and one person makes the most. Hey, Katina.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody.
And that's the
spends
truth,
more.
but
That can be very lopsided.
it can
It
be
is lopsided, and
lopsided.
that's an issue right there in itself. Is money issues because my wife is on my ass, y'all. She just was checking me about the bank account before we got here. I literally had an attitude because I'm like up to here with the questions about the bank account. You know what I'm saying? But she be on my ass about the bank account because of how much I spend. Because she don't spend
I'm about to
anything.
say, now, do you know that she does it out of love and
Yeah, for sure,
responsibility and
for
not
sure.
bickering
She,
and
yeah, for
spiteful?
sure.
Yeah.
I'm just picking on her, but for sure, it's like. But my point was that is another
She's
issue
the
in a
yang
marriage.
that balances your yin.
Yeah, because baby, I will swipe that card, and then she's like, "Well, what is this? And what is this?" And I'm not used to that. I'm not used to somebody having a joint account
Micromanaging your funds.
and like, cause I'm so used to just swiping and not
I'm
saying
not
nothing.
only am I the wife, I'm the accountant too. Cause it's like, nigga, have several seats. And I don't mind her spending. You get what I'm saying? I don't mind you spending, but my wife will spend on anything.
Yes, it is,
the
Matt.
frivolous spending,
yes, it
right?
is,
It's like,
and the consistency of that
girl, like
is
what did
probably-
you need that for? You got stuff in the basement that's still in
You ain't even
boxes that you
wearing.
ain't even opened
It's
up.
just cute. She seen it and she liked
Baby, I
it.
could wear this sometimes, and I shop for you too.
My wife still have clothes all in her closet with a whole. It's at least this much of stuff in the closet
With
with
tags
tags
still
still
on.
on them. Yep.
I love how she just busts me out in this
Yeah.
group, y'all. Y'all see how she do me?
But it's okay. I love her regardless. Now, if I feel like she getting to the point where we
She's
ain't having
jeopardizing
shit,
the livelihood of the.
then there's a problem. But she's not doing that because all our bills are paid, our car notes are paid.
Yeah.
We don't want for shit. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm like, listen, this
Yes,
could have been
T-Boz, I'm trying,
$150 still in the account.
I know, but
what you gonna do
like,
that for?
I like Fashion
Right,
Nova and stuff,
right.
and I like my
You know?
Dooney and Burke purses, y'all. I do, and I like Jordans and stuff. And I cut back though, y'all. I don't even go get my nails
She
done
said
anymore.
cut back. She sounded like she's talking about a drug addiction.
Right.
She
No, listen. So with money being an issue in all marriages, and I learned that from my first marriage, I know like to be a little bit more mindful. And my wife is the type of person that she does not spend a lot on things to enhance her look, right? Whereas I do. Like I gotta have my eyebrows done, I gotta have my
Shit,
lashes
she done had
done.
about 4 pairs of shoes that I want to steal right off her feet.
Yeah,
She came over here.
that's
And
true.
She got damn show
Hey
shit
Corey,
with that.
baby,
Because I'm a shoe person. I'm a shoe and hat person.
I cut back
And
on my
pants.
nails, y'all.
I love pants. I love shoes, and I love hats. I don't give a fuck about.
And
I can go
socks.
buy a regular black T-shirt or all white T-shirt and pay like $5-8 for it,
Yeah,
and I'm happy with
I'm the
that.
same
But
way
the
in
money
some
I'm gonna
senses,
spend
yeah.
on is my jeans and my shoes and my hats.
You're right,
That's it.
Matt.
Anything else I don't care about. Now my honey on the other end, she see a sharp leather outfit, she like, oh, that bitch gonna look nice on me. I'm getting it. Here I come, Fashion Nova.
So money in
Hey,
a-
Corey, baby.
is money. Well, that is, we know 100% that money in a marriage is definitely a reason to get divorced.
if it's getting out of hand where y'all bills are not being paid and things of that nature, then it's a problem for divorce.
Yeah, but you have to get to that point. It's like, okay, it's so in. Let's just say I am the bigger spender, but if I'm taking us to bankruptcy type of thing, at some point you have to come along like, listen, this is what we're gonna do. Cut off my spending, whatever.
I like that kind of.
Because you don't just get a divorce because y'all having money issues. It has to be something that's continuous, and that's not going to happen in a year. You don't just call it quits in a year. You know what I'm saying? So I think that for me, it would be something that she's hiding money, spending, giving it away, secretive gambling, like you said, buying shit, drugs and shit like that. Then yeah.
So Connor said we have a joint account and we each have a personal. We put a fixed amount in the joint each month.
So what, Connor? We
I
don't
like
care
that
you do
idea,
it all
Connor.
good.
We might start doing that
Yeah,
that makes
cause
sense.
she didn't. There's been a couple times that she said something about the account, and I'm just like, no. Remember your thing? Remember your breeze came through?
She tried to blame them, but it doesn't work out. Like one thing my wife know about me, I'm always gonna know how much money I done put in something.
Yeah, she checks the accounts. She does,
Yeah.
cause then she was like, yeah, and the other account had. I'm like, oh god, I should have never gave her the passcode.
Whatever. Okay, so we now realize that in order to get a divorce, cheating for most people, that's an automatic
What else,
divorce.
you guys?
What else did we say? Divorce.
No, we said
Money issues.
gambling problem.
Gambling
Yeah.
problem.
I would imagine that physical abuse.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the physical abuse. So what if you're in a marriage that the person is being physical, beating on you, abusing you and stuff, then what happens behind that?
Now we know, of course, off the rip, opening this door, that it is a lot of people, men and women, who don't leave out of abusive relationships.
That's true. That is very, very true.
Yeah, I mean-
yeah, falling out of love for sure.
Why don't they
Why-
leave out of
now
them?
that's
Let's talk
what I was
about that.
that's
Why
the onion
do
I was about to
do
open up.
people not leave out of abusive relationship? What can be, for me, one of the reasons could be fear. Fear of them then threatening me to say they're gonna kill me and all this. That can be one of them.
That is true.
What's another one?
I
What's
think
some more?
For me, again, personal experience. I don't mind putting my story out there. I have done it plenty of times. For me, I stayed after the physical abuse, and I know how you feel about this because you just said it a minute ago. One, the kids. That was the first thing. I was never afraid to get hit again or any of those things because I always fought back. What you looking for?
Water.
Oh, shit. We left it in the car too. So I wasn't afraid to get hit again because I never felt like the abuse was that bad. It was never a situation where I was punched, like beaten to a pulp, or felt like I was losing my life type of thing. So I never felt like the abuse was bad enough to leave because again I always fought back.
Abuse is abuse though.
I'm
Once
not
somebody
saying you
put their
asked
hands
me.
on you,
You
yeah,
asked me why
okay.
I didn't leave.
So you felt like that wasn't enough.
It wasn't to me it wasn't that bad. And I want to say that I didn't realize how bad the situations were until time went on and all those other things happened, like the cheating and the falling out of love and all of those things. That's when you start to put everything into perspective. Like, wait a minute.
What's his name? Thurston Boyd.
Yeah.
They said maybe scared to be alone.
Yes, when you have a motherfucker controlling all of the money, and you know that when you go out on your own, that now you got to pay your own car insurance. Hey, Tank, your own car insurance, your own health insurance, your own car note, your own cell phone.
So you're in prison because you become financially dependent
100%.
on this
I was
person
afraid
the point
to
that-
be out on my own, knowing that I had to pay all this shit by
Hey,
myself.
Anna.
I bring this story up a lot.
Hey, Anna.
Often
Thank you,
when
friend.
physical abuse is the conversation on the podcast. I had a friend, was a Facebook friend of mine who moved here from out of state, from the East Coast somewhere. Had no family out here, you know what I'm saying? Married a dude, she was, her husband, had 2 kids. And then one time, okay, so she had no job, no driver's license or anything. No job. She was completely dependent on him. So they end up falling out one weekend. Yeah, and then he put his hands on her, and she called the police, and he's gone for the weekend. And now she's reaching out on Facebook for help to feed her kids. She don't even, like I said, she don't even have transportation.
Right.
And he's in jail
Because she
he
relied on him for everything. He
And
was
not even no family here. You know what I mean? So like that's part of the reason situation.
And
like
so
this.
I always tell people this. I always tell women this. Don't ever stoop yourself so low to depend on a man to do
That's
things
what I was about
for
to get
you.
into.
You have to be able to take care of yourself. You have to be able to, if you get with somebody, you got to be able to say, hey, if I didn't have this person, would I be able to make it on my own? That's the type you need.
But you're not technically supposed to think like that going into a
But
marriage.
you have to. You have to have your own shit together before you can even get into a marriage or a relationship.
But that doesn't
Real
mean
talk.
that they didn't have their shit together. They could have been going to school, trying to get a better education so they can get a better job. It doesn't necessarily mean that a person can't take care of themselves just because the person that they were married to controlled the finances, or took, not necessarily control, but took care of them. Both people are working in my situation. Both people have money, but the person that made the most money paid the bigger part of the bills, which left me to pay the little things. Have pocket money, yes, be able to go, do whatever. But when you take that money away, then you're left on your own. And if all you have is a job that helps you cover the things that you need to cover and have money for yourself and a degree, it's very hard to just go out on your own. Be confident enough to go out on your own, not live in the hood.
So what were you doing before you got married? On your own, right?
No, I was fucking dating. Living in an apartment by yourself with no kids is not the same thing as being in a marriage with a person that makes the bulk of the money. It is totally different, because when you get to that point where you have to leave and live on your own with your kids that live a certain lifestyle, Are you gonna go stoop down to a 2-bedroom apartment in the hood to be able to afford what you can afford on that income? No. So then you have to go out and get a second job, and spend less time with your kids in order to try to keep the lifestyle that they're used to. I'm just using it as an example. That's not everybody's situation. And some people might be like, fuck it, I'm that afraid in this marriage that I'm just going to go over here and do that. Go live in the hood. I just wasn't one of those people. I didn't want to do that.
And that's what I like when I say, or any man I believe says, yeah, I want my woman to work. Well, to some women that registers to them as, oh, you want a chick that got money enough to take care of you. But no, what that is me saying that I want my woman to work, or I will allow, or however you want to say it, is me saying that I don't want my woman to be a woman like that who's so completely dependent on me financially, where her fucking life is compromised if something happens to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, Patricia Ham, real quick. Some women feel abuse is how their mate shows love. Now, I want to say something real
That's
quick.
some delusional shit.
I know you personally, and for some reason, I cannot remember your nickname. We never call you Patricia.
Pat, maybe?
No, it's not Pat either. She knows what it is. She gonna put it in there. Please remind me, cause girl, you know we done hung out in Atlanta way too many times.
She made the statement. Patricia made the statement. Says some women feel abuse is how their mate shows love.
That's what she just said.
Yeah.
I didn't read it. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't hear me? She didn't hear me.
I didn't hear her.
You see my point?
No, one time I don't hear. Ooh, wee.
Trish, it's Trish. Hey, Trish, how's your daughter? So yeah, you're right. And I hear that all the time. I never felt that way. That's how he was showing me love. I never felt like that. Never. But I hear people say that. I don't know how that applies.
I don't know how that can
how
even
that
be up for debate. A person put their hands on you. That's love. Listen, I done learned love. How I didn't.
Good.
Somebody that came in my life and showed me how love is supposed to be, and they don't put their hands on me, and I know that's love. And even with my parents didn't put their hands on me. They showed me love, and they never once put their hands on me. I never got a whooping in my damn life, you know. So it's like,
and it shows.
So sick of your mouth. So sick of your mouth.
I never got a spanking either, ever.
And so,
We see.
right?
See,
we
there
can
they
tell.
go, double teaming me,
We
y'all.
can tell.
There they go.
Period.
There they go.
But yeah, so okay, so that's one of them too. Abuse is one as well. So
Yeah, for sure.
when do you get to the point where you figure enough is enough now
From the abuse.
from the abuse?
Technically,
well, when he puts you in the hospital.
I was just about to say, technically, it should be the very first time. Like, I really don't believe in my heart of hearts that if your spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, if they hit you, choke you, push you, any of those things, the very first time, I believe in my heart of hearts, 100%
Shut
they
up,
will
Lisa.
do it again. They will do. I don't want to cut it out loose. They will definitely do it again. I don't think anybody is transformed or will transform and will not do it. I don't think even if they go to counseling, I 100% believe they will do it again. That's just my personal experience. Now, cheating, I don't think you'll cheat again. I think some people cannot cheat again.
If a man or a woman is in an abusive relationship and they hit this particular person, does that mean that they'll be like that in another relationship?
I do believe that. I believe that if given the situation, I 100% believe that they would hit another person, whether it's the next relationship or the one after that. 100%.
Because it could have been, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not victim blaming, right? But it could have been something that this person did to push me to that edge or push me to that point. You know what I'm saying? That another
But if
person
Yes,
would do.
but
somebody
abuse
pushing
is
you,
different. Abuse is different.
If some right,
one
abuse
person
and
can
just
push you,
hitting somebody.
it's two different
Two
things.
different
Yeah.
things.
Abuse meaning
is it
hitting-
constantly
yeah,
happening
all the
time.
A pattern, right?
A pattern. Each
Because
time, like
I
no
will
matter what the
definitely
person
hit you
say.
back. I will hit you back for sure. 100%. If you hit me, I will hit back.
So
but I'm not gonna hit first.
Yeah, so it's totally different. If a person constantly each day just beating your ass on a
reason why
regular
I asked,
basis.
because
Now, if somebody just make you mad, you like pop, you know, like
Yeah.
bitch.
Because
You know,
the reason why
then-
I asked because I've been with chicks that have pissed me off to the point I ain't put my hands on them, but they I wanted to.
So we about to
type
jump
shit,
you if you
right?
say that.
No, I ain't no. But on the flip side, I've been with chicks that I would never even think about that with. You know
It
what I'm saying?
doesn't, Lisa. It doesn't help.
And I feel like if you get with a person and they take you to that extreme where
Shut up,
you want to
Luce.
put your hands on them, they not for
They ain't
you.
the person. Yeah.
Shut
That ain't the person that
up.
left for me. I
Period.
got out of that
You
situation.
gotta, yeah, you gotta
Hey,
go because
Shauna.
they egging. What
That's
happened
what I'm
is
saying.
they
When
a
people-
person that's been in that relationship where somebody beat their ass.
And they
so
do
now
that.
they testing you because that's what they
They're
used
dragging
to.
you. Yeah, that's my point.
So
That's my point.
it's best you just walk
Oh,
away
yeah,
from that
see, no,
situation.
I don't like
So
that.
I want to go back to so when we were talking about that, and I said I never got a whooping in my life. So Lisa Russell knew my mother.
Trish.
She gonna say Miss Brown should have
That's-
like
Ain't you-
beat me.
I mean, yeah, because maybe, when you get spankings when you're younger, you tend not to have like such a smart mouth as you get older because you got popped in it.
But no,
Not all
my
the time.
mom.
Sometimes
No,
that
that's
causes
not
you to have a
true.
smart mouth. I mean, them kids that are in abusive ass households, they get out in the public and act up worse.
I just never got a whooping because for one,
Right,
I didn't do
Lucy.
anything to receive a
Right.
whooping.
Right.
So it wasn't like, and I want one of
They
them
just
kids
gauging
that
off of
talk.
your personality
Back
now.
then, no kid in the 70s talked back to their parents.
no, we
Right.
did
We
not.
were
did
terrified
not.
of our parents.
Hey, Dana.
There was not a chance we was gonna talk back to our parents in the 70s.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And
So
even though I
it's
get spanked, I
different,
didn't do
you
it.
know. So
Yeah.
we weren't bad kids. It was just like I went to school, got good grades, and it was like that's all she asked for.
I got one for you.
What's that?
What if you get married? This person has children. You don't. You guys don't have children together. And the kids is out of control. As the years go on, they just get worse and worse. No respect. No, they don't like you. They like their mom better. Is that a reason? Because of the kids? Or because of their parents?
Well, if it comes down to a situation, I feel like if you get in a marriage like that where the kids are disrespectful and everything like that, me per se, I met your kids in advance. And if I felt any type of way like that, I'd have never, I'd have turned you away that first day.
Yeah, but I know plenty of
However, if I got into that situation and I went over the eyes and was like, just ignored it.
Yeah.
And I did it anyway, and your kids was real disrespectful. First off, I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna tell you for the first time. I'm gonna say, listen, your kids real disrespectful. Now I'm only gonna take so much.
because you guys are married at this point.
And once I come to you and tell you, now if you didn't do anything about it, now me and your kids gonna fight, baby.
Dana, I'm not about to play with
Me
you.
and your kids gonna fight because I told you you did nothing about it. I'm in a marriage with you, but I'm not gonna allow your kids to disrespect me. So guess what?
Yeah.
The next one
So
disrespect
you
me.
won't
we
get a
gon-
divorce. You just gonna fight the kids.
I will fuck them kids up.
Well, not my kids.
See, you know
I'm
what?
just saying in general.
Right.
Just
Right.
we
Not my
talking
kids.
about in a
My
marriage
kids is good.
period.
But I'm just saying, I don't
And
know.
bad kids. We're talking about bad kids that's
Right.
disrespectful
But
and everything.
this goes,
right.
yeah, but this
Okay.
is time, and I'm saying
Right,
that,
it's time, and if I came to you and I told you, and you did nothing about it, that means you don't give a fuck about me,
Yeah.
because you allowing them to be.
so
this
divorce
way.
is not. You won't divorce. You just gonna fuck the kids up, is what you saying.
Maybe so. After I probably get the divorce after I fuck your kids up, because
Yeah,
you're gonna be
please
mad
believe
at
that.
me.
Yeah, believe that. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I done told you and you did nothing about it, and you gonna let your kids just keep talking to me sideways. It's like, are you serious? Oh,
So
okay.
do y'all think people's kids being bad or being disrespectful is a reason for divorce? Because sometimes the kids aren't around.
Hey,
Let's just
Tamika.
let's say in a scenario where the kid actually
Hey,
the kids
Dana.
come in later after you've been
Oh,
married.
my bad. Hey, Juicy Juice.
Another parent, now something happens and now you got to take the kids in full time. And then it's like, okay, now you adjusting to these kids and it's not, you didn't see them before. Maybe a weekend or some shit like that. Now they full time in there. Is kids a reason?
And I feel like if your
Badass
kids
kids.
are very disrespectful like that in front of you, I think you failed them as a mother.
Yeah, that says something.
That's
about
what
you
it
as
says
a
something
person,
about you.
as a
That
person.
means you disrespected your parents, your mother, and it became a trend. It became a trend to where now they are the same way because you didn't give a fuck about your mama, so they doing the same thing and they say and do whatever they want to in front of their parents.
Everybody said the badass kids, they leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Damn, fuck them kids.
Yeah, I haven't had to deal with like somebody else's kids, but I've definitely had to deal with somebody I was dating, their family members, like sisters not liking me, cousins not liking me, type of thing. And it's like I learned, and this was not a marriage, but I learned early on, like, oh no, I'm not dealing with this because
Yeah,
I will
any
fight.
kind of
I will fight them.
environment that costs me my peace.
And
Yeah,
I always
and it's
tell people this.
uncomfortable.
So
It's
here's the
uncomfortable.
thing: if I take my wife around my family or whatever, say for instance one of my family members don't like her or whatever, I'm gonna do all I can to keep my wife away from that person.
And did and will.
But what I'm gonna do is tell that person, you cannot like my wife. That's fine. It's people in the life you not gonna like. Period. It's no problem with that. But what you ain't gonna do is disrespect her.
And she did. And she said
You're not gonna disrespect her. Period. You don't like her. You don't like her. Fine. Y'all don't have to talk. Y'all don't have to do anything.
'Cause I'm okay
but
with
you're
that
not
anyway.
gonna disrespect her.
Yeah.
And that's just my point. So that's how it becomes. Now it's not an issue if she come around my family because we already got that understanding, or however the case may be. That's how you handle things.
That's what she did too, y'all. She
You know.
did.
So
I was like, oh,
you always gotta let people know.
Thank you,
but
baby.
it's up to you to do it.
yeah, yeah.
You know, you can't. If say I don't say nothing, let's reverse it. And she go around my family, and I let my family just say whatever to her and dog her or whatever, and I say nothing.
Well, no.
What do that say about me?
They wouldn't dog me.
I'm just saying. I'm speaking of scenario.
If she was to allow it.
Right.
'Cause that
What
wouldn't
type of person would I be?
Fuck she
That
thought.
mean I'm not protecting my wife.
Yeah.
And my job is
definitely
to protect her.
She took care of that early.
Period.
Early.
I am to protect her by all costs. When we go out, she a part of me. I'm a part of her.
That's when you insert into the conversation that the family members are not in a relationship with you.
Exactly.
Right.
You can't necessarily
Right.
say that about the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. You can't say it about the kids. I don't know if it would be grounds for divorce. It would have to be something where these damn kids was like really trying to kill me some shit, or like really jacked up and just super disrespectful, and then we would have to have a talk, because you got to do something like immediately, because a lot of people can't handle somebody else's kids. And as a mom, there's some things I'm uncomfortable with another person doing with my children
Right.
anyway, and that includes a spouse. That includes a spouse.
Tamika said you have an ugly wife. So let me tell you, Mark. So Tamika
I
is
hate
my
that
cousin.
bitch. That old
Her-
bitch broke down, broke
Her
back
and
bitch.
Monique goes at it all the time. Like they always bickering with one another.
She
but,
go at it with everybody.
but they,
That's just how she show
but they do
love
it
at
in
this
a
point.
in a playful way.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
real
yeah.
playful
I know.
with one another, and I know they really love each
Thank
other
you,
and care for
Trish.
each other. But Tamika goes in, and then at first for a long time, Monique wouldn't say anything back to her. I'm like, you better stop letting Tamika
Yeah,
talk
because
to you like that.
it was new, and I get upset when we play. I get upset. I don't like to play. You know what I'm saying? Unless
certain
that's our
extent.
thing.
It's a-
Unless
it's a-
that's our
it's a-
thing.
yeah,
Yeah, and I don't know you like that. And then if I get mad and now we got to fight, and she old, her back broke and shit. She walk with a limp. All kind of shit Tamika do. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't want to hurt her in front of her family, and I look like the bad guy. So I kind of just stayed quiet. Even her mom tried to jump me too that day. I'll never forget.
Patricia said, your wife crazy, but she loves hard.
She did say that. She knows me. I love Trish. I've been knowing her since I was about 15, Trish, I think, maybe. Yeah, I've been knowing her a long time. It's my girl from the ATL. Thank you for watching,
So
Trish.
let's say,
Dana gonna say, I be talking all types of shit about to your wife and you
She
too.
do. She do.
Dana, but you don't want this. Look, Tamika laughing at you. You don't want it, Dana. Go ahead.
So now I already know what you're gonna say to this question, right? But sometimes, there's only so much research that you can do or will find on the person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you get into a situation with somebody, and let's not say marriage, because you probably would do a certain level of research for that, but on the border of it, you're real serious with this person. Find out that they have been convicted of a serious crime
Show
that
Connor.
is against your moral code, whatever it may be.
Yeah. Is that
It
grounds for
depends
divorce?
on what the crime is.
And
Now,
then
why
why?
it happened?
Against your moral code. I said whatever it is.
Against
it's
my
something
moral code?
Let's say that you got into, like, you met a chick and she was a registered
Hey,
sex
Manuk.
offender, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Registered sex offender, and this ain't just no pissing in public.
I was just about to
Right,
ask
right.
that.
registered sex offender.
Okay.
This is you know what I mean. She messed around with a little boy.
No, it's over. Immediately.
Yeah, immediately. I'm not gonna.
Immediately.
Because that's a pattern for you. This ain't something that just happened. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying?
I'm
I feel
straight
like
on
you
that.
done did it
Yeah,
before.
or let's say even
Came on up.
a thief, right? She stole something.
Now, let me go to this. So, I don't do thieves very well at all. I don't be around thieves, and I'm gonna tell you why. I have a strong belief about thieves. I feel like if you can steal from me, you'll lie to me, and you just ain't for me. And
It's untrustworthy. At the core.
listen,
Yeah.
If you could come in my house and steal from me, that means you gave it no second thought.
depends
You
on
didn't
what you're
give a shit
stealing.
about me.
It depends on what you're stealing. Will be a deal. It decides
I
if
don't
it's a
care
deal
what you're
breaker for
stealing.
me.
Anything out my house that's not
Well,
yours,
not
you don't take
necessarily
without
out
my
your-
permission.
I thought you were saying being a thief in general, like meaning like somebody who
It don't have to be
steals out the
jewelry or.
stores, steals out the
My
stores and
cousin
sells the
stole a
product.
nickel bag of weed from me. That nigga is
No,
cussed.
no, that's different. Stealing from you is different.
Yeah, that's
Again,
what we were talking about.
Well, I
He
was
said-
asking,
Yeah.
because when he said stealing as in a thief, I thought he meant in the sense that not stealing from me. No, who the fuck
A
would
thief is
wanna
a thief. They
date
gonna steal
somebody
from
who's stealing?
wherever,
But
anywhere,
I'm saying
from-
somebody who's stealing out of Old Navy and reselling the clothes, and you find out and you start dating them. Is that a deal breaker for me? No, bitch. But don't call me when you go to jail. That's what I'm saying. It's not a deal breaker for me because that's your hustle. That's what you're doing. And a lot of people who do that eventually get to another point where maybe they do something different. They realize it's not for them. But for me, it's not a deal breaker. At 45, yes. Back years ago, no. It's not necessarily a deal breaker. Now, you stealing from people,
Tamika got no
stealing
sense.
money out of people's
Tamika
pockets.
said, I tear Walmart up. I steal.
Tamika, do not be coming in here trying to take over our show with your shenanigans because you will try.
Tamika funny
Oh,
as shit. She's
bitch.
so stupid.
Stupid.
But yeah, with that, liars and thieves is a big thing for me. I can't deal with
not looking at
even
her.
going back to our subject as in a marriage. If I come to find out that my wife is this liar all of a sudden, now my trust with her is going out the
breach,
window
yeah.
because if she lied to me, she gonna steal from me next.
Is stealing,
You know.
would you consider stealing from you like when I wash your clothes and I find money in your pockets and I keep it? And
Yes, that's stealing.
Oh,
Because that money that you found, you ain't tell me about
I
it.
don't
and you
do that.
spent it.
I don't do that.
So yeah,
Yeah,
you're
okay.
stealing.
Just
Yeah.
ask. I just wanted to know for future reference.
But anyway, so what else is some other things? So if anybody just tuning in, we're talking about when is divorce
An
an option. And so we came up with so many options and
Right, Lucy? Lucy said that's my payment for doing the laundry. Right. You hear me?
whatever. Not when it's 50-50. I wash clothes too.
Baby, but it's not 50-50.
But you don't find money. So that's your 50.
Right.
You don't,
Right. That mean I'm
you
the only
get
nigga
0%.
have money in
she
my
get the
pocket.
5, you get the 0.
Right.
Exactly, Tamika, exactly.
And then she go buy an energy drink and shit.
Or some lunch or something.
Or some boots.
Not with the money we find.
She gonna say
Oh,
find
no,
us
no, no.
keepers, bitch. I fucking hate Tamika.
Yeah, so what's some reasons? We said cheating.
So we had cheating, we had abuse, we had
Badass kids.
gambling
Financial
issues, financial
drugs.
financial problems.
Yeah.
drugs.
Yep, that is true.
What else is some things that will lead
So,
to
Matt
divorce?
said falling out of love with somebody. As you get
Just
older,
simple, growing
things
apart.
change.
Just growing apart, yeah.
It happens. You really do.
does.
People change, not intentionally, but they change. Menopause for women, men, well, I don't know, but they get fat. People get fat. What about weight? What about weight? Let's talk about it.
Talk about
People,
it.
listen, people get skinny in a relationship or lose weight, and then the other person is jealous. It happens.
Or
They get a big head.
I've-
the person gain weight and the other person say they didn't gain too much weight for them, and now it becomes a problem.
Or you're no longer sexually attracted to that person because they got fat.
I feel like this.
Is
Listen,
a person wrong for that? Men or women? Because it can happen both ways.
I feel like if it's
You need
such
to
an
say
issue,
it.
then tell that person. Not only that, it's nice ways you can tell a person like, "Hey, babe, I'm going to the gym. You want to join me?" You know, or me and such going to the gym. You want to go? Or
What
we
if I
about
don't wanna go?
Or let's take a walk, babe. Let's walk. Let's walk. It's a nice day today. Let's take a walk and just go from there without even being hurtful.
But you know
without,
what?
or you can just be a bitch like me and just be like, babe, you getting fat as fuck. We gotta do something about it. We gotta hit the
Now
gym.
there's a middle ground in between that, right? And-
Yes.
That's just how I am. That's just me. But
Yeah, but that
Because
shit
if
is
the
hurtful.
person, if the person, this
babe,
is
you
the
tell me
thing,
I'm fat all the time. Should I be upset because you tell me that? Should I be
should
mad? You
be
say that shit
offended?
every time.
Should you be offended if you who can you hear critique from if not a person that you love.
Because there's a way to say stuff.
Right, yeah,
so
no,
you
no,
need to
most
change the
definitely.
verbiage.
And
But
I said that.
again, like, and that's not this because she go from 0 to 100.
I
and shit,
do.
All
right?
the time.
So,
Yeah.
but I said it's a middle ground for that. You know what I mean? So how you know, why would it be wrong if I came to a chick and said, you know what, like you know what I mean, you gained a little weight. You know what I mean?
Because
Because
that's
you,
not nice
you
to
can't
say.
say that to a
You
chick.
can't
You
say
gotta
that.
go to
But
your
I'm-
wife. Your wife is what we're talking about. Marriage. You're gonna go to your wife and say you done got fat. I don't like it.
No, I'm not. See, now you went to her 100.
No,
That's
I'm
the 100.
asking. How are you
No,
gonna say
I mean
it?
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you know what I mean, you picking up a few pounds. Would you think it'd be a good idea if we start working out together? You know what I mean,
Yeah.
doing it like that.
Yeah, so you're
Finding
telling
somewhere-
her
saying
when you
somewhere-
notice it right away, not like later after she done picked up all the weight.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait till it become a problem. And then here's the thing.
A
right?
lot of people do though, cause like that little weight that she put on
I
may
believe
have went
in-
in her ass,
I
and you
believe
like,
in-
ooh baby,
You see, but
you know,
I
ooh
believe,
baby.
I believe when there's an issue, no matter what it is, big or small, I believe in nipping it in the bud before it becomes a big problem that
Right,
you can't handle that
Trish.
alone. You know what I mean? So again, if you are with the person, that person knows you, you know them, they love you, you love them, and they know that. I feel like they shouldn't take things abrasively if they know that it's coming from a place of love and not an insult.
Yeah, but it still hurts one to hear somebody, because here's the thing about women: if you tell them that they are fat and they need to work on that,
What I do,
so check this
Tamika?
out. So,
I'm
so now
ignorant.
it's either you be hurt for me trying to, because this is the woman's thing, and it's right. Tell the truth, speak your mind, and tell me how
They
you feel.
say that,
right?
but they don't mean
Right.
that.
So it's
I
either
will
it's
tell
either,
you
it's
now.
either it's either me do that and hurt you, or me not say nothing and hurt myself and what's the word I want to say? Not settle, but just
right? I get what you're saying, but by you say, depending, you need to figure out a way to say it different than how you
Like
told
I
me
said,
to say
so
it.
say it like as if.
So
for instance,
there's no nice way to
It's
tell
no
a
nice
woman.
way to say it, but you can say something like, "Hey, babe, it's a nice day
but
today.
if
Let's
you're-
go
but if
walk."
But if you're honest with
Or
yourself,
drive to, if you in Detroit, drive to Belle Isle, park your car, and y'all walk.
Yeah,
Just
but
be-
when you tell me that
but
I'm fat now,
don't say it.
it's not just, I'm not only hearing that I'm fat, I'm also hearing other things. I'm no longer attracted to you because I've gotten fat. You don't think I'm sexy. Possibly
that's
don't
you
look
concocting
right,
extra
but that's
things
how.
in your head.
But I'm saying that's how women think when you tell them that they're now fat. Because
But let me-
most
let me-
people
let me
don't.
I don't
ask you
think
something.
like
Let me
that
ask
when you
something.
tell
Let
me
ask you
that.
something. Let me ask you something. Are you not honest enough with yourself to know that you actually getting fat? So does it hurt your feelings to know that, or does it hurt your feelings to hear it?
Both.
Okay, so why don't you do something about it then?
Because
if
maybe
if
I'm
coming from a
comfortable.
person-
Maybe I am comfortable where I am, and I think I look
Shut up,
okay.
Tamika.
I might think I look okay. So to me, I think I'm fat, whereas other people look at me and say I'm not fat. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on how it's said. There's
I
no
guess it's
easy
about
way to
reading
tell
your
somebody.
woman, right? Now that's the threshold right there. Is
Yeah,
knowing
yeah,
and reading
yeah.
your woman out. If you know that she done picked up 5-10 pounds, right? But you know
That
she
ain't
still
shit,
look
though.
like she. No, I'm just saying, like
Fuck
she
you,
knows she still
Tamika.
look good, right? And in
Yeah.
the instance that she picks up 5 or 10 more pounds,
Mm-hmm.
and she says out of her mouth, "I'm picking up a little bit." Now that's your entry to go
Yes,
in.
I agree with that. Slide something
But
in there, like,
now
but
we're-
you are getting thick.
Don't even say that, because I'm going to tell you something about women. Yes, she said it about herself, but the minute your ass said,
We can't, Lisa.
now it's an argument. I'm
so-
telling you
so-
the fuck right now.
so
Don't
again,
listen
so-
to my
so
wife,
that
because
goes
it's
back
going
to
to be
what
an
I-
issue.
What I've always said, like
gonna be
men
an
are not
issue.
allowed to have any opinion, positive or
About-
negative.
No,
about
don't
women.
tell us we fat. Just don't
Just,
do it.
right, because if she opened up the door and she said about herself, one thing she don't
So
want
you don't
you
want
to
us
do.
to be as much as y'all want us to be
No,
honest
it's
with
a
y'all about
joke.
shit. You know?
It's a joke, but it's still very
No, I know you're
hurtful
joking right now,
because
but that's the thing though. What you're saying is real with some
it
women.
is
It's
true.
like-
But then, okay, so I would come back because it hurt my feelings for you to say that I was fat and that I need to lose weight. I would then come back with something mean to say to you about yourself. Which sucks, but that's just how I'm feeling in that moment because you've now hurt my feelings. But we do need to try to find a way to tell someone something that is hurtful, which I tell my wife all the time. I literally
How
have to.
do you do
You
that
have to
with
take
women?
a second and think. And I literally would sit there and think of all these different ways to say something to get my point out to her, so that it doesn't come off as bad as it
But see,
sounds.
now you see how men feel
What's
like
up, No Nick?
y'all expect us to be mind readers, right? Because now it's like, you know, you have to say what you want to say, but you have to say it the way that I want you to say it. Type shit. I can't just tell you how I feel. I have to tell you how I feel the way that you want me to say it.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
pretty much.
exactly correct. It's still
crazy
you
as
still
hell.
getting the point. You still getting out what you want to tell them. You just need to fucking make it sound nicer. That's just the way it is.
But I guess my disdain with that is y'all don't hold that same regard with me. Y'all just
We
say
don't.
what
They
the
We
fuck.
don't say. I was just about to say
And
because
I,
we don't.
I
You're
feel
right
like it's
about that. You're right about
what's
that.
the word I'm looking for? It's like women feel like they can say whatever, but a man can't.
Man, that's what I just said. You know,
It's
in
not
regards
that
to,
you can't. It's not that you
no,
can't.
You just said it. We
No,
can't.
no, it's not that you can't. It's just you have to say it a little bit nicer because women are.
It's no nice way to say nothing about
But wait,
somebody's
you
weight,
just
though.
established that there's no right. Wait,
It's
listen,
no right
there's
way to say
no
it.
nice way to say it because any
Exactly.
way that we say it, you're going to concoct something in your
Yeah,
head
it's not
that
gonna
makes
come
it
out right.
incorrect.
It's not
No,
gonna
no,
come
no,
out
no, no.
right.
It's not that it's not coming out right. You're not receiving it right.
You call me fat. The fuck? I'm fat. Now you don't like me. Now my body looks
See,
bad.
you can see
Everybody
you
else thinks
stretching
I'm
it. See
fat.
how you reaching?
Ladies,
You
if somebody
reaching.
tell you
Much
you
in
fat,
it.
how
You
you
reaching.
feel?
You
If
reaching.
somebody says you're fat, you gain weight.
It depends
How
on
you gonna
if they
take
use
that?
the
You're
word
concocting
fat.
all of these extra
Right,
definitions
Trisha.
to what I said and applying
Right.
it, and that's not what I said. So
That's
no
true.
matter what I say, there's
It's
no
true.
right way to say it. So I can't. I just have to deal with it.
Right,
That's
exactly.
what I'm rendered to.
It's true.
I just
Or-
have to deal with it.
It's the
Or
way it
you
is.
can just say,
Or I can
like
say
I
it's
told
over.
you, if you want, or you
in
can
a
be
marriage.
like, drive down to Belle Isle. I'm telling you, park somewhere, y'all.
But see,
get to
some
walking.
women would take that as you being a smart ass.
I was just about
Not
to
if you
say,
didn't
I'm
tell
still
them.
reading between the lines though. I'm still realizing that you're saying that I've now gained weight, or maybe he gained weight and now he wants to walk and he wants me to walk with him.
Right.
I'm gonna wait until you recognize that you got fat. Oh man, I'm keeping. Yep, you sure is. Let's go to the gym. That's my only way. That's my only
Yeah,
lane into
I
it.
would try to position like, hey, I want to lose. I want to go to the gym. I would love for you to go with me.
Shut
and work
up,
out with
Lisa.
me. Like, I would try to figure out a way to get that out to make it seem like it was on me because you know the person that you're with, especially if it's your spouse. You know how they're gonna take that information that you give them. You know that they're gonna run with it or not. You know that they're gonna take it at face value. You already know what the response is gonna be. So you figure out a way for me to try to make it seem as if they're doing something for you. That's what I would want. If you think I'm fat and you want me to lose weight, instead of you
That's where I
telling me
need to
that,
be.
tell me like, "Hey, I want to work out. Let's do it together," type of thing.
I said
That's
that.
why I need to be
Yeah,
with a woman
I know.
who's
I
honest.
said that.
But I saying from
But I said it in a nice way, too. I talked about myself. I said, hey, babe, I'm going to the damn gym. And you said, I'm going.
that was your way of telling me I was fat.
No, me. When I told you, stop playing with me. You already know what I said.
See, she's concocting the shit in her head.
I don't listen to that shit. She know what I said, however the case may be. I said it to myself because I know,
Hey,
like I
Heather.
said,
That's
Thank
why
you,
I gotta be with
friend.
a woman that's honest enough with herself and a realist to the
Yeah.
point where
It
I
just
can
hurts,
say
though.
the shit to her and she won't be offended because she know that.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
wrong.
like
I'm
us.
girl, you're getting fat. You're like, I mean, probably would say, I would say it in a joking way. Like,
I was just about to say,
but then
it depends
you know,
on the white. It depends
And
on the
she
person.
don't,
Depend on
Lisa.
person.
Your mom
It
didn't
depends
care
on the
at
person.
all.
It depends on the
or my
person
mother.
because some people can't handle it. Depending on your relationship, you can say it in a joking way or you can say it in a straight face way because again, you know that person.
that's
You know
why I
what they're
gotta
trying
be
to
with
say.
somebody who I can communicate with.
Yes,
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
Because my wife can call me
comprehend
fat and I wouldn't
my
get
tone
offended.
and
Yeah.
my diction and how
Agreed.
I'm delivering the shit.
Yeah, because we
100%.
play, like I said, we are best friends.
Yeah.
And we do everything as best friends. Although we are married, this is my wife, but we just seen a video. We just watched a video on YouTube on TikTok that she sent me today. And I swear the girls was doing this little skit. They go together, they married, but they best friends. And they was talking about how each other do. Like 90% of their relationship is they call each other bitches, like all day long. And they okay with that. You know what I'm
you,
saying?
Tamika.
That's like my wife can be like, babe, you fat. And I don't take offense to it. Or I'll say it to her. She don't take offense to it.
Yeah, we can tell each
We
other
can
like
tell
we need
each
to
other.
lose some weight.
Yeah.
We both
Right.
we've said it like we need
Yeah.
to go to the gym. We
Yeah.
looking kind of fat or our double chins. Like we make
Yep.
jokes about it. We're serious, but that's the only way for me to communicate it to her where it's in a safe space,
Right.
and vice versa.
But again,
and
you
vice
have to
versa.
find that person that's comfortable like we are with one another
Yeah,
to
to
be
say
able
it.
to say stuff
Because
like
if
that.
she came to me straight face like, bitch, you done got fat as fuck, then I would feel a little
You're
offended.
saying it in an insulting way.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I was trying to say to you. It's like the way you to give it out. It's okay to be
the
straightforward
delivery.
about it, but you need to work on that damn delivery because don't just call me a fat bitch and then think shit cool. Because I'm gonna be mad and my feelings are gonna be hurt, and now I'm gonna be trying to find some shit to talk about you. So
Yeah, I play the dozens. We play the dozens around here, okay?
so anyway,
Shut up, Tamika.
yeah, so that's a good. I agree with that. Like saying that somebody is lost weight, or what about the lack of sex? What about after in the marriage you're 5 years in, and the sex is almost gone completely?
What makes the sex gone though? What translates to that? Like
range of fucking things
like
besides the
what?
falling
Name
out of
one.
love, but health issues. Health issues is one. If your spouse has something going on physically with their body that prevents them from having
an
sex,
urge to want to have sex, right?
an urge or
The ability,
physical,
even.
yeah, or the ability, yeah.
Sex doesn't
Hey,
make me.
Charmaine.
Sex,
what up?
sex doesn't make me leave out of a relationship.
So it wouldn't be a reason
or-
for divorce. No sex.
Yeah, because I mean, don't get me wrong, sex is a beautiful thing, and I want sex. However, that's not the biggest part of our marriage. You get what I'm saying? We have to have something to fall back on besides sex, you know, and we need other things. So as long as we got those other things around us, hey, when we get ready to do it, we do it.
Hey, you guys.
If not, we don't.
If
you
you're
know?
married and the sex is gone,
Hey,
is that a reason
Charmin.
for divorce? I
know,
think,
so
for me, I think that I don't know if sex would be a reason that that I would get a divorce, but I think the lack of sex at the starting point, I think that some things can trickle down from it that could possibly lead to divorce. And again, it's that thing where it's like, okay, we're not having sex. Even if you trust the person and you don't think there's infidelity, you still want that physical touch. And if you're not getting it, that causes withdrawal sometimes. Both people
what do you
to
mean
withdraw.
physical touch? Just the touch of somebody touching you,
No,
or
actual
the whole
physical
actual figure?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the-
And so
okay.
I mean, I think that it could lead to divorce. I don't think for me. I think a lot of women, especially in our age, I believe that they can sometimes do without it for sometimes. So I don't know if it's necessarily
I
a
don't
deal
know
breaker.
about
in
all
terms-
that,
I
'cause-
just do. I mean, I work with a bunch of older women, so we talk
yeah,
about it.
what? Yeah, I would say that you can go a long time, and then when you finally realize, but that comes a lot too with working a lot. When you work a lot and you don't even realize that you ain't even getting it in because you're working so damn much and got other shit going on. Then when you finally think about it, you're like, damn,
Baby, look at Demetrius.
we
in there.
ain't had sex.
Look at his comment.
Said no reason to divorce. No reason for
I
divorce, but a
am
reason to
sick
cheat.
of him.
I fucking hate him.
I'm sick of him.
You know what I'm saying?
And
But
then we stated earlier, this cheating is what a reason.
a
For
reason
divorce.
for
So there you go.
divorce.
We know you know. We know. Yeah, I agree.
You're
Definitely.
so stupid.
I
I can't
cannot.
fucking stand
I
him.
cannot.
So Demetrius is Tamika's brother.
And they both act.
And they both-
alike.
We see.
Yeah,
We
they
see.
fucking nuts.
We see.
They is fucking
Two
nutty.
peas in the pie.
They
Yeah,
are.
for sure. For sure.
They is stupid. But yeah, that could be one.
No sex so sex, Connor, for you wouldn't matter if you didn't get it. You would still stay in a marriage. You're 10 years in, no sex.
10 years in,
10
that's
years.
hard. That's hard right there.
I'm asking
Because
them
my
now.
thing, what I was going to say is like, you know, you got to expect that at
That's a
some
long-
point in the
lot.
marriage, the sex will begin to evaporate. Right, once you get up in age, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I don't imagine. Now, some people get on. I mean, I know it's probably some 70, 80-year-olds out there still busting it open.
I love you,
know what I'm saying?
Connor.
I understand that, but at the same time, you know, that's not the thing for everybody. It's not a factor for everybody.
Yeah,
so if you're gonna
yeah.
stay with a person forever, you know, eventually the sex
Karen,
is not gonna
hell
be
no.
happy.
Talking about, can I have a sad piece?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I was gonna say. I was thinking earlier, like, you know, now if that did happen, do you think either one of y'all, now let's say y'all wasn't in a relationship with y'all, it's probably hard to fathom, right? But y'all get into a relationship with somebody and it should stop working. Do you feel like do we feel that for them to allow you to have somebody else, or would you allow them to have somebody else?
Do
if
you mean
couldn't?
who stuff stopped working?
Yeah,
Either
yeah.
or?
Either person.
Yeah. Like if you couldn't do it, you know what I mean? Would you allow her to have somebody else to pleasure her?
We gonna go to the doctor and find out why I can't do nothing.
And I was
first.
just about to
We
say,
gonna fix
Now
it.
we gonna fix it.
and if we can't fix it, we're gonna try to find other ways to still, like Connor said, get to that end point
yeah.
without the sex. Now your arms work, your legs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Your mouth.
You use soap.
Yeah, you gotta use wait, you gotta use
Your
something.
mouth works.
Now, if it's
Toys.
exactly,
You know,
so
so-
there's other ways.
I guess that's a hard conversation to have
That's
with y'all
other-
too. And shit. It's like y'all don't actually have a part to
It's
stop working. and
definitely
shit.
not hard to talk about, but we can do it.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Move over. Lisa said 10 years, I bring someone in the house and they say, move over. Yeah, I don't know if I could do the whole add somebody else to the thing.
I feel like
so-
I would try to find a way, first of all.
Yeah.
to
It's
see
too many
why we're not, our body parts not working.
Yeah.
And then if we go to the doctor and there's nothing they can do about it, then by all means, you know, if hers still working and mine's not, by all means, you know, we gonna find alternatives. to
Yeah. I'm
do
with you on
other
that
things,
one.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I'm not with the bringing somebody in.
You know,
yeah.
with the bringing somebody in, absolutely not. But we gonna find some.
Is that what you think,
alternative.
Mark? You think you think somebody should be brought in? Because
I
you
definitely wouldn't.
Your
I
shit not
definitely
working.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't think I would allow.
Yeah,
it.
you
Yeah.
can. You
We
can't
gonna
look
be-
at that.
we
You
gonna
can't
be
look
at-
Ain't no thing to it. I know.
We gonna be at Lovers Lane. We gonna be at Cirillas. Shout out to Cirillas.
I'm sick of that shit.
Go Cirillas. Yes.
Yeah,
Bitch,
I
you
don't
better.
know about that. I'm not doing the side piece
Yeah,
thing.
that side piece shit for me. No, that's like goes back if you in a marriage, you know, that's still cheating because you know to death do us part to through sickness and through health, right?
See, and the breach of any of those on the man's side, I believe, is the end of the marriage.
Yeah.
Seems like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If he gets sick, yeah, she out. We just said, you know what I mean? Dick stop working, you know what I mean? You gotta go. She probably going somewhere else. Finances fall apart, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
the
saying?
finance is a big thing. People
The
don't realize
finance
it.
is really huge.
They don't realize it.
Finance is really huge in a relationship and a
Let
marriage.
me ask y'all something. I was thinking about this earlier. Like, why when a man is financially supporting a woman, it's called him supporting her. But if a woman was supporting a man, it's you taking care of a bum ass, broke ass, dirty
Society,
ass nigga and shit.
Generations have pretty much made it seem as if that's not okay. And I mean, men are in the eyes of most people, men are supposed to be the providers.
Right.
Because that's how it was for many, many years. But times have fucking changed. Groceries are.
Yeah.
When I used to spend $100 at the grocery store for a week, that's now $300. And so, and with not a lot of men, some do. They have degrees and stuff like that. But with the way money has, the way that the world is changing, people aren't getting paid to live with how everything else is changing, with the way groceries going up, the way gas is going up, taxes going up, all of that. We're not getting paid for that. The men aren't either.
Let me ask you this.
So
though, Mark.
they're not making that same kind of money.
With that being said, so say for instance, the woman is taking care of the man. Now, is the man just sitting at home playing video games while she out working, or he's doing the cooking, cleaning, washing the clothes?
No, he's working
he
too.
probably would be a bum ass, ain't shit ass nigga if he's not doing nothing to contribute to even his own.
Now, what makes him a
livelihood.
bum ass nigga if he just sitting at home while she's out working and he's sitting there playing a video game? When she get home, food ain't ready, the house ain't clean, nothing. It's how she left
He's
everything.
not contributing anything.
Now he a bum ass nigga. Now, if they both working or whatever, but she making all the bulk of the everything, and I wouldn't call that no bum ass nigga.
And still
You know?
expect you, but he still expect you to do everything as a
But if he
wife.
just sitting at home, that's when we call niggas bum ass niggas. When he literally ain't doing shit. Say they don't live together, and he comes over
does
to
that
her
apply
house.
to the woman who's sitting at home and not doing shit?
Yeah, she a bum ass
Yeah,
bitch.
nowadays,
Just making sure.
I have a question.
It's 2023.
Hey,
she
Yenny.
a bum ass bitch.
So Matt,
Yes, absolutely.
So one of my friends from high school asked a question. He said that when people are getting a divorce.
All right, Farrell. Your friend says she has to go.
Bye, Farrah. It was good seeing you, girl. So,
Thank you for joining us, honey.
He said he felt like
Annie.
women initiate the divorce more than men do. Why is that?
My opinion is, I feel like women
Because they tired of
do
this
it.
shit.
Women
you
do
say?
it the most. Say it
What'd you
again.
So he was asking me if why when a husband and wife are going through a divorce,
She
why
initiated.
why does he felt like most of the time women initiate it. Why do you think women initiate most of the divorces?
Because women get fed up
because
quickly
women get
than
the
men.
benefits of the divorce.
And they do. Hello,
I would-
401.
I'm going to say this.
That's why women don't like prenups, because prenups sometimes disable them being benefited in the event that the relationship spoils.
I think the reason, too, why women so quickly to go for the divorce quicker than a man.
'Cause they can do it by
Because
themselves.
women, it's so much, in 2023, women so strong.
And
And we
independent.
stand on
Yeah.
what we can do for ourselves. So it's so easy for us to say, nigga, back.
I'm already doing it.
I'm
so I might
already
as well
doing
just
this
do it
shit,
for
so
myself.
you ain't holding
Yeah.
me back or doing shit for me no way that I can't do for my fucking self. So fuck you, nigga. You know, so
Well, damn.
See, but then you know what? That tone right there and that energy is a lot of the reasons why a lot of dudes don't even put forth the effort, because you've disabled my ability to be
And
appreciated.
that
for
part is
anything that I
true.
do.
There are women out there that's like that.
this motherfucker, the
There's-
bitch is gonna
there's
say,
women out there.
he not a bum, he a pimp.
I'm not reading no more of him or Tamika's comments because I'm going to laugh the whole time.
But no, in reality of it all, though, that is just the reason why. And women we don't take a lot of stuff. It's so, we take stuff for about 5 minutes, just saying a little exaggeration, but 5 minutes, which can be a year or 2 years. And then after that, it's so easy for us to just let it go.
And by the time they get to that point where they're saying, fuck this, I can do this shit by myself, they done been through a few guys and they see the same pattern on this guy from the last few.
But wait, are they seeing the same pattern, or are they the pattern, projecting that same energy that's attracting
It's possible.
that same type of
It's
It's
motivation?
possible.
You know
It's
what I'm saying?
possible.
I tell women all the time, because they be saying, "Oh, well, there's so many same dudes out here." I said, "Well, probably the reason why you keep catching the same fish is because you baiting in the same water."
And they have to change their mindset.
this-
Women have
They
to
do.
change
Yeah,
their
that's what I'm
mindset.
saying. You got to
Yeah.
change your bait and
Yeah.
change the water that you fishing
Yes,
in if
you
you
do.
want to catch a
Because
different
you
type
do
of
hear
fish.
a lot of women say that, I don't know why I keep attracting the same dude. And
'Cause
I
you
tell them,
baiting
it's
in
you.
the same water.
It's you. You have to change you. Because you attracting that same person each time. Maybe we
And then
use
some
something
women-
a little
some
different
women
in it,
and
but it's
men-
still the same.
Some women and men need to be honest with themselves and ask themselves, am I the person that the person I want wants?
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Say that again. I
Say that
like
again for the people.
Yeah,
Say it
like, 'cause
again.
Am I the person that the women, right, for example, have these high standards? Oh, I need this man to do this. But that dude, are you the person that he wants?
And needs.
Right.
To
And
make it
needs?
work. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got all of these fucking terms and
That's
conditions
a-
on what
that's
it
Right,
is.
men gotta have them same
That's a good
standards
thing.
too.
Yeah.
That's
Who
all.
are you? Everybody, you
Right.
got this
Who are you?
idea of what the fuck you deserve, and all, but are you
Well,
a
So
person
then
that
it's not
warrants that?
balanced.
Right.
It's not
Are
balanced.
you a person
yeah.
that warrants that? Do you do that
Exactly.
nigga that you want? Do he look at you and say, "Oh, she's what I want"?
Yeah.
90% of the time, it's not. with these-
Damn,
Yeah,
90%.
yeah.
That's why
Because
the
a
shit
lot
ain't
of people
working,
have
y'all.
unrealistic projections
They do.
about themselves and what they want.
They do.
That's why
true.
all
And
of
a
this
lot
shit
of
is
women,
failing.
and
Yeah.
again, it goes back again to women expecting more. I think
Than
a
they
woman
can
feel
give and
than
they
they
can-
can.
or- yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a
Are
woman.
you the woman that the dude that you feel like you deserve wants?
Right.
So a
That's
lot
a
of
good
women ain't
point.
honest enough with themselves. They gonna say, "Yeah, I am all that. I'm the shit. I got a pussy. It's wet." No, nobody give a
No,
fuck about that.
Listen, it's many
It's
pussies
little
out
bit-
here in
that's
the
my
world.
point,
Nobody
yeah.
gives a fuck about that.
Yeah, little
what do
bullshit
you
like
bring
that.
besides pussy? Like, you have to bring something else. What do you bring besides pussy?
It's always women asking what men bring to the table when they are the one that's being provided for. What the fuck kind of question is that for you to? How the fuck can you do it? Why you got all these demands and shit? You the one that's getting taken care of and shit. How the fuck you got the demands?
the
Sometimes,
saying was
sometimes.
always taught to a woman, as long as you got a pussy, guess what? You got the world in your hand.
And it's a lot
Again,
of dumbass motherfucking
generation.
niggas that cater to that
Generation.
shit. That, that cultivate that problem.
That come from motherfuckers paying that $40.
That, well, yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm sick of y'all.
That
about damn
$40?
I forgot
Yeah,
about
that $40.
$40,
Yeah. Matter of fact, it's 30 because I got to take you to McDonald's and get you some food and buy a bag of weed.
Or if I gotta take you, then it's $10 off. So
Right,
goddamn,
it's
you
$10
know,
off, so it's really 30.
I'm sick of
Oh,
these
I
two
mean,
right
I'm
here. I
saying,
can't
though.
deal with them today.
Hey.
They is out of control.
Real shit though, it came from that $40 shit. Women sell their coochie for low so badly, it's ridiculous. So obviously you don't know your worth because you thought your pussy was only worth $40.
Yeah, that is trash.
So
y'all.
it made everything else be salty for the next person. Because now every man think they can just give you 40 goddamn dollars.
every man
So-
think that they can pay a chick, and every woman think that a man to pay them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's true. That's how people think. And it
it's
happens
sad.
like that.
And that's where we
It's
get to
sad.
this conversation of what you bring to the table. And I always say it, that's just a pretty cold word for what can I get out of you.
You know, that's exactly what that means.
And I got to give you that at the gate. I got to come through with a list of things that I can do for you.
I mean,
What
as a
the fuck
woman,
I-
it would be nice to know that, but it's not on the for the
But see,
other
a lot of
person.
the
That's
things-
not a good
lot
thing.
of the things that are on women's list are things that should be defaultly installed into a man by in the first place. I shouldn't tell
You
you that
better
I come with
preach
these.
today, Mark.
I shouldn't tell you that I come with these things, or I have to tell you that I come with these things, and that's fucked up. That you got to have a motherfucking instruction manual about who the fuck you are. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I
saying?
tell people. You have to sit down and communicate with a person and get to know a person first before you go jumping all out and
that's
get
another
married
problem, too.
early
Yeah,
for
listen.
one.
People be like people put more emphasis on the benefits that they get out of the person, the title that they put on the person, or even the ceremony before they even establish the fucking bond with the motherfucker. You done got married to find out that you don't even like the motherfucker.
Right.
Right, and that
Because
they
you ain't
leave
established
the,
the bond because you came into the damn first date dinner table talking about what you bring to the table.
you find out they leaving the cap off the toothpaste in the bathroom and shit.
Or they squeezing the toothpaste all the way up. It's just
See,
all
right, listen,
bent all
ignoring
type
all the
of
red
internet.
flags. That's another thing we do. We listen, like women. I want a man with this, and that. You be so superficially attached to all of the shit that you want and trying to get that you overlook the shit that you actually need in a motherfucker.
You hear me?
Women,
Y'all,
you
Mark is
won't
preaching
even,
today,
you
y'all.
won't even see the shit that you want in a man, and
This
if you don't
was a
see
good
the shit
conversation
that
for
you
him.
need first, if I don't see all of that shit on the outside, I'm not even gonna get to know you enough to know if you're the person that I need.
That's
Right,
true.
because the littlest things doesn't matter to me. The little itsy bitsy stuff that I can get over. It's the big things that people don't even understand.
And that they
Or-
don't see
or
because
the
they
little
trying to
shit.
get stuff. They got the
How
hand
about this?
out.
They overlook you overlook the little red flags because you so fixated on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing it's how long I can deal with this little shit that I don't like. That's gonna determine how long the relationship lasts.
Because then that shit
Yes.
blow up.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it do.
You can be cute, all of this shit that I like, you know what I mean? But it's like, I always say this shit, I don't know why, but like your feet can stink. And like in the beginning, it's like, oh, your feet cute, a little chicken nugget toes and shit, on a little sweet and sour sauce and shit, you know what I mean? But after a while and shit, like you done
Not
get
as irritating.
Yeah, I don't, you gotta
Not
even watch
as
them salt and
irritating.
sour motherfuckers
Right.
and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the littlest thing because you had to, what you did, you rushed into something.
Yeah.
You ain't pick out all
The
those things
butterfly
and
stage,
put them all
you were
together.
so attached to that butterfly in your stomach stage and shit.
'Cause
The
what I
idea
did-
of what you
And
wanted
the
in the
seat
person.
and how the person looks
Because
and
like
stuff.
with
Yeah.
me and Monique, like when we first got together, we kind of got married kind of quick. However, in the beginning, we spent so much time with one another, like
Precious.
all the time, and we kicked it with each other. We even found out early on how our mouths, both of our mouths, was like,
Off the chain.
and we both came to the conclusion: listen, we don't want to deal with each other. And then as some time went on, we kept talking. We like, damn, it's just the mouth, but nothing else was bad around that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It was like everything else out of that 100
Things that we wanted from the other
things
person.
we wanted from the other person was right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it balanced out the mouth of everything, you know, and it was like, shit, just this mouth, consider going around this whole circle, everything else is gravy.
yeah.
You
But
know?
everybody don't get that, and everybody
Yeah,
don't
but
find
everybody
that.
know, yeah. And
Yeah,
everybody
don't
know.
find that because I'm too fixated on what you look like because that's more
Yep.
important right
I'm
now.
overlooking all the, ignoring the
Yeah.
red flags, giving you the benefit of the doubt as opposed to the consequence of the doubt. And that's what we need to start doing. We see the shit, nip that shit in the bud, you know what I mean? And don't let it snowball into a big ass problem and roll your ass over in the end. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
because
Right.
then that's when that shit is over. Yeah.
Well, y'all, it's about that time. Y'all know what
We
that
gotta
means.
go, y'all.
We
Time to go.
appreciate.
Boom, boom,
We
boom.
thank y'all, everybody who came in
It's time
tonight.
to go.
We definitely appreciate y'all coming in,
Yes.
listening, commenting. We appreciate it.
We appreciate y'all. We thank every one of y'all for coming in and joining in with us tonight. We had a ball doing this show, and we always do have a ball with Mark. We have a ball with y'all, so we appreciate y'all. And until next time,
Love you
take
too,
care of
Cam.
yourselves and each other. We love y'all. Love, peace, and soul. We out.
Not the soul.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile